Hey guys. Here we go. Welcome to another episode of Asagao Academy. I think this is episode, I don't even remember, 6, 7, I don't know. As usual, the next day Mai and I got to school early, still poking fun at each other for a moment the night before. Oh yeah, I remember that weird slumber party thing. But as we approached Puppy Hall, I noticed something felt different. A palpable tension hung in the air. It was almost humid. The language in this game is just, interesting. What's up with everyone? I don't know. Is there a test today? Not that I know of. There still probably could be a test today. But as we entered the building and turned the corner, it suddenly made sense. Oh, boy. Jared and Paul were arguing amidst a large crowd, spit flying from their mouths, while Nick and Josh walked along the hallway, pasting posters of Paul's face over Jared's modeling shots. I thought I told you to stop and take those posters down. No, what is wrong with you? These walls are everybody's space. We don't have to listen to you. And you should know that this campaign is way more important than your little fashion show. But mine were here first. Lay off them. This is between you and me, Jared. Leave them out of it. You've been taking up all the wall space with your show. The student elections are much more important. It's our government. True. The student government doesn't even do anything. Whoa. As current president, I can say with full knowledge and proper authority that the student government does a ton for this school. You don't even know, Jared. You don't even know. What is the student government actually? She wasn't with me anymore. She'd pried herself between Jared and Paul and was pushing them apart. I ran forward to help her. You guys should stop. Oh, only stop for Hana. Flinched. Sorry, Hana, I didn't mean to yell. We want your opinion on something. You're a regular student, a new student. You're uninvolved. Thanks. Which do you think is more important, our student government or the fashion show? Oh, okay. Well, personally, I think the student government is obviously more important. And I'm going to do the best endings for all of these characters. And if you want, I'll do the regular endings for all the others. And then at the end of everything, I'll do the secret ending that apparently you can get. I think I've chosen who I want to do so far, and I'm not going to spoil it for you, so I'll just pick this one. They both let out a heavy sigh. That doesn't help us. You wanted my opinion. Jeez. This is amazing they even cared what I thought. That's my life. She's usually right about these things. You should listen to her. I patted me on the back and I jumped. I forgot she was there. Jared looked at Mai, raising an eyebrow. Are you sure, Mai? Don't you have your own opinion? Why do you bother to ask? Well, if I'm being honest, I care more about the fashion show. I go to the elections because I have to, but I go to the show because I want to. Plus, it raises a lot of money for the school. Thank you. Oh, it's so cute. He gestured dramatically at Mai as if her opinion sealed the deal. It's because we made it a fundraiser. The 5-minute bell. Class is about to start. My cats are arguing. Sorry. Jared nodded to us and walked away. Paul opened his mouth as if to say something more, but evidently thought better of it. He headed after Jared with Nick and Josh, thanking them for their help. Being a year ahead of us, their classes would be on the next floor. I began to follow them, but I gently pulled her arm. Our classroom was the other way. Jared, if you need any help with the show, I'm here. Please, love me forever. Her yell echoed through the emptying hallway. Jared, without looking back, raised a hand in acknowledgement. That's cute. I covered her mouth and emitted a skull-piercing squeal. Wincing, I dragged her into the classroom. I know how you feel, I have feelings for a person. I mean, I'm crazy about him, but I'm not like that, After the drama that morning, I wasn't sure what to expect at lunch. I dawdled on my own, making up an excuse about copying notes, hoping whatever tension remained would dissipate while I was gone. When I got to the cafeteria, it seemed my plan succeeded. Hana, we saved a spot for you. Get over here. I sat at the Normal Boots Club table, looking like she completely belonged. She waved for me to join her. I sat down next to her at the edge of the table. Josh was across from me. We made eye contact as I sat down, so I nodded slightly to him. He nodded back. I felt accepted. Hey, Hana, how was class? Good, thanks. PPG might have already told you, but we're working together on a project. It's going pretty well. I'm doing the Is that Gerard back there? In a shy moment of not wanting to look Nick in the eye, I glanced to the side and saw Gerard in the back of the cafeteria with someone I didn't know. Everyone turned to look. He's probably doing some trading. Satch waved a hand. So I borrowed a new drawing tablet the other day, hoping I could use it to make slants for my machine. Satch changed the subject, and everyone started talking about that. I, however, kept my concentration on Gerard, who was holding a small figure. Same with the girl he was talking to. Were those what they were trading? Those are itty-bitty kitties. They're really popular right now. I'm surprised you don't recognize them. They're kitty figures of all different shapes and colors. I have a few myself. You know me, I'm hip to the know about these things. They're pretty cute, but kind of a little girl thing. She shrugged. Gerard is known as the completionist around here, and every time a new thing gets popular, he collects them all. I've never seen his collection. But, okay, if you remember at the beginning of the game, she said he has the biggest itty-bitty kitty collection I've ever seen. This just contradicts everything. It's ridiculous. Whatever. Heard they're really impressive. You have to be a dedicated person to do something like that. The completionist? Was that why he was so thorough on giving me a tour? IBK is the thing right now, and last year too. I think in first year there were a lot of people collecting silly, slimy snakes, but that got old fast. Teachers didn't like everything coated in a thin layer of slime. I still have one in our room. I could show you sometime. Yet, I want to see it. Jared tapped Mai on the shoulder, and she whirled around, hitting me in the face with her hair. Yes? I wanted to thank you for this morning. Oh, no, it was nothing, definitely. I mean it. Cute. As Gerard and Mai spoke, my eyes went back to Gerard's exchange. The girl pulled a second figure out of her backpack and held both of them up. Gerard inspected it and shook his head. She pulled another one out, sadly this time, and Gerard's face lit up. He held out his figure and they swapped. How bittersweet, letting go of something you love to get something you would potentially love more. What do you think, Hana? My attention was pulled away. I hadn't been listening to the conversation. Huh? Yes or no? Really? Really? Okay, what were they talking about? Yes? Interesting. What are you talking about? Mai gave me a skeptical glance, then turned away. I bowed my head in apology and took one last quick look at the intriguing trade happening. The girl left, and Gerard was now talking to a boy with a messy appearance who made an exaggerated hand motions. It looked like he just got out of bed. Was this another trade? So, official announcement, in case you haven't heard. We're having a competition tomorrow. Just a little casual something to get us ready for the tournament. Finally! We've been planning this one since last year's. My attention snapped back to the conversation happening in front of me. Was this what PPG was talking about yesterday? Hana, Mai, you're invited if you'd like to come. Either way is fine, but let me know so I can plan. How does it work? It's a little thing, some lighthearted fun to start off the new year. Lighthearted fun, my ass. John almost broke Satch's nose last year, and Gerard twisted his ankle. Satch delicately raised a hand to his nose. What's an accident? What the heck is wrong with these guys? Oh, jeez. You forgot the part where he almost passed out from blood loss, Shane. Oh, wow. I didn't forget. He looked away. I can never forget. Oh, poor Shane. I don't know about this. I'm not very good at video games. Plus, I'd like to live. Sure you are. Jared will come. Awesome. I'll plan for you to be there. Don't worry, Hana. It's actually fun. You probably won't get hurt. As much as I was afraid of possibly losing a limb, I really did want to go. I was glad Mai was there to force me into it. Without her, I'd be a lonely transfer, probably eating grass by myself. Oh, gross. Yeah, sounds fun. Thanks for inviting us. It's not like PPG invited us yesterday, and we would have just ignored that. Of course, it would be rude to have you sit with us at lunch and then ban you from our tournament. Plus, it'll be nice to have some new competition. I look forward to winning. The rest of lunch passed by comparatively uneventfully, or at least if anything else happened, I didn't notice. I was too busy staring at the food in front of me, enjoying horror mixing in my stomach. There was no way I was going to be even one of these normal boots boys. They were probably going to kill me. I would make a fool of myself. But still, I was getting to go. It was a privilege nobody else shared. Paul looked at me with what seemed like concern, and I smiled at him. Aww. He grinned and returned to his food. The least I could do is give it a chance, right? After a long day, class was finally over, and I was ready to go home. Miss Suzuka still wasn't over her breakup, and Mai complained loudly that she needed a new man so the homework would stop being so killer. It was something to do, though. What else would I be doing? If not homework, studying, probably. Hana, before we go back to the dorms, there's something in A32 that I want to show you. Come, come. A32? Wasn't that the normal Boots Club room? We're not allowed in there. There's no meeting today, so no one's going to be in there either. Of course. That's exactly why we need to go now. We're gonna get caught. We're gonna get caught. Mai grabbed my hand and dragged me through the halls. Mai, I don't know about this. What if someone sees us? If you act natural, no one will care. There's too many people around. Nobody will be interested in what we're doing. I was full of confidence that I wished I shared. I really don't think I'm comfortable with this. I stopped at the clubroom door, gently tugging on it. Sweet, they left it open. She pulled me into the clubroom and shut the door behind us. It's in here. Here was a storage closet at the very back of the room, a plain white cabinet. She stopped short of the door, looking expectantly at me. I tugged the knob, expecting it to be locked like all storage closets were. The knob didn't move, confirming my suspicions. Relief swept through me. Well, darn, looks like it's locked. I guess whatever you have to show me will have to wait till another day, or maybe never. Oh, I know it's locked. That's why I have these. She pulled a shiny chain of keys from her pocket. I said, oh, she stole these. Shizuka's keys? Who gave you those? No, and I'm borrowing them for a little bit. No harm done. Jeez. She fiddled with the door handle, going through key after key. I'm seriously uncomfortable with this. Someone is bound to find out. They always do. Oh, knew it. Finally, there's a small click in the lock. Oh, no, wait, no, this is for the thing. Sorry. Don't worry, Hana. I'll protect you. I opened the closet and a light shone directly onto its contents. There they are! There they are! To my utter bewilderment, there sat luminescent golden boots resting on a velvet pillow, encased in a glass box. Where are these? I stepped closer to the case and was about to put my hand on the glass, but stopped inches before, wrought with guilt. We shouldn't be here. These, Hana, are the boots. The boots. It's the symbol of the Normal Boots Club. This is their clubroom, after all. I'm telling you, these guys don't mess around. Okay. Is it made of gold? Real gold? That must have cost a fortune. I'd say they're solid gold, only worth 100,000 yen or so, but to really make sure. My fingers wiggled in front of her face. Before I could stop her, she opened the glass case and lifted the boots from the velvet pillow they rested on. Might, please be careful. Sorry. Very loud. I grabbed the boots from underneath, just in case she dropped them. Good thing, too, because they were heavy. The gold was cool and hard to the touch. These boots were definitely not wearable and anything but normal. I bounced them up and down, weighing them with her hands. Her arms flexed as she did so. I suddenly realized where her pats on the back hurt so much. Volleyball made her strong. Yeah, definitely solid gold. Mimi lied to me. She said they were gold-plated. I didn't believe her, so I had to check. So you dragged me along instead of her? Like, what the heck, man? Thought we were cool. This display of wealth made my stomach turn. Where they saw a symbol, I saw months of food for my father and I. 100,000 yen just lying in a closet protected by a single, poorly guarded key. It might not be a big deal to the students with rich parents, the majority of the academy, but it was more than disturbing to me. Yes, you. I wanted you to experience this with me. Silhouetted by the warm glow of the spotlights, Mai smiled at me. That smile almost made me feel okay, being here without permission. Almost. Oh, just wait for it. Plus, when we got caught, we'll be okay. There's no way they can punish you. They really like you. What? Wait for it. The storeroom lights flickered on. We both turned abruptly, still holding the boots. I knew it. She stood in the doorway. Maybe not that one. You, what are you doing here? The case is supposed to be locked. Well, it was locked. We're really sorry, Shane. We heard the boots were kept in here and we were curious, that's all. No harm done, right? Here, let's give the boots back to him. Yeah, I was just showing her. We aren't suspicious. You guys hid it away. How's anyone ever supposed to see it? She handed the boots to Shane, who placed them carefully. 1 second. Sorry about that. My brother came in and I didn't want to see me record. Anyway, she handed the boots to Shane, who placed them carefully back into the case, adjusting the pillow to the center. Oh, there we go. We hide it from people who aren't in the club, like you. The case clicked shut. Shane, I'm sorry. Do not come back here. Get out of my sight. But I am containing my anger now. But your continued presence is making that ever more difficult. I gulped, and I dashed out the door. Shane slammed the door behind us. Do you think he's going to tell the rest of them? I really hope not. I might have ruined my reputation with them. I think you mean I might have ruined your reputation with them. She threw her head back and laughed. Not quite what? Right? What? You'll be fine. I'll even be fine. They're students just like us. It's not like we stole it. But Shane, he was really angry. It's just an act. Don't worry about it. Hannah, I said I would protect you, right? Her words seemed genuine enough, but I had a hard time believing her. It was almost as if she planned for us to get caught. Okay. Good. Now let's head back to the dorms. That competition is tomorrow, and I do not plan on losing due to lack of sleep. The tournament, I completely forgot. It was only 5 minutes ago. What are you doing? I'm recording. Leave. Go away. Go away. Come on. Okay, hopefully that will be the last distraction. Sorry, that was my brother. I had to give me some food. Anyway, would they even let us participate considering what we just did? I hummed happily. She skipped down the hall, somehow impervious to my anxieties. Heart heavy, I followed her. Only time would tell. Saturday dawned bright and harsh. The cloudy light outside mirrored my gloomy mood as I quickly dressed up. Blah, 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 blah. I cannot talk today. Come on, it's time to get up. Sorry, technical difficulties. Why? The video game competition, remember? We're playing stupendous stopping. My shot straight up out of her bed. Oh my god, Jared, I can hang out with Jared today. I feel like that all the time I go to work when I see the guy, like. She catapulted from the top of her bunk bed and sprinted out into the hallway. I heard whoa. I heard crashes and shrieks as she massacred the other girls to get into the bathroom. The sun slowly rose through the window. Everything would be just fine, right? Like, are those girls okay? Soon I returned, fully dressed and raring to go. Come on, Hannah, let's go. She grabbed my hand and dragged me out into the campus commons. Her incessant tugging hurt, but I followed her silently. Even more strangely, she wasn't talking either. Our nerves had gotten the better of us both. We wandered the halls of the boys' dorm, making our way to 402. The dormitory itself smelled awful, like stale Dorito chips. Okay. Wondered I never noticed it and realized this was the first time I came on a weekend. Rather than wandering campus all day for classes and clubs, most people were sleeping in or hanging out in their rooms. I slowed down as we climbed the stairs, staring at the floor. The closer we got, the slower we progressed. We opened up the fourth floor door, and crossed the hall. Finally, we stood in front of PBG and John's door. You should knock. What? Me? You should knock. You got here first. Yeah, but you're their friend. Well, you know them better. But you've got pink hair. Is there a problem, ladies? We both froze. Sense of ham wafted through the air. Jared. Oh, jeez. Hello, ladies. Is there something wrong with the door? No. We just didn't want to wake them up in case they were still sleeping. Jared let out a low-throated laugh. I don't think they'd mind having you wake them up. My eyes almost rolled into the back of her head. Here, allow me. He leaned between us and tapped on the door. He was surprisingly tall, and being some 10 inches shorter than him, he towered over me. He looked down at me and winked. Oh, it's so cute. The door flew open. Hey guys, glad you could make it. We'll be a bit squished in here, but it's better than nothing. Well, we couldn't get the classroom this year? I jumped. Shane stood behind me, expressionless. I didn't even see... Yeah, it turns out Hidden Block decided to book it for the same day. Wonder what for? John snorted somewhere in the background. I'm not sure your room is better than nothing. Oh, Shane, with the zingers. That wasn't a zinger. Just gonna stand outside, or are you coming in? We stepped through the threshold, fully and completely entering PBG and John's room. Boy territory. We were out of our element. Maya had never been in the room before, and she glanced at the walls, shelves, and desks like a manic squirrel. Her eyes gleamed, and I had the sneaking suspicion she was making note of what she saw for her own nefarious purposes. Though what they were, she's crazy. Anyway, rather, I didn't want to know. Yeah, I'm with you there. Go on, go on. Just say, okay. I looked to my left and saw boxers lying on a desk chair. Blood shot into my face. Were they used? PBG followed my gaze and turned red. Let me clean up a bit. Pigsty. Do they have pigsties in England? Everything in America is derivative of England. But we're in Japan. Shane looked at me blankly. Man, we're so lucky the Wii has 8-player stomp. I'm excited to crush you, Shane. Oh my gosh. I don't think that's going to happen. Hello, guess who's here? Sorry, one more second. Today is just not my day. Sorry. I'm going to work on location stuff. Anyway, Dread entered without knocking, a bright smile on his face. Oh man, Sheen got here before me? Did you fail to see me leave? Are they roommates? I was hoping you were in the bathroom or something. You brought extra controllers. Does nobody knock around here? No, why would we? To be polite? Girls and their ridiculous social constructs. What? An intricate knot clattered through the entryway. Pointed blah, 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 blah. See? Someone knocks. Hello, I brought bagels. Figured we didn't want a repeat of last year. My stomach rumbled and she turned red. That's what I thought. That's my husband. What the fuck? Seriously. You're the best partner anyone could ask for. You're truly the best of us. Can't you just ask for one normally? No, he's Jared. Obviously he can't. I brought enough for everyone. Jared leaned his head against Satch's shoulder, then turned to whisper into his ear. I knew I could trust you. Oh. Okay, well then, everybody pick a place to sit. We'll hand out bagels and then we'll get started. I scuttled to the side of the room against PBG's bed next to mine. We'd been sitting with them at lunch, but it wasn't until just now that I realized how crazy having all the normal boots guys in one room could be. 9 adolescent men in one room. Not to mention all friends, all part of the same club. Their personalities mingled in different ways, and I almost couldn't focus on the myriad inside jokes, shouting voices, and flailing limbs. That is, until the character selection screen came on. In the blink of an eye, the controllers were gone. PBG glanced over at me and, noticing that I didn't have one, offered me his. No, really, I'm not good at these kinds of games. There's no way you're worse than me, or Jimmy for that matter. Oh. Seeing as he didn't want to take no for an answer, I grabbed the controller and selected my character. Kirby. He was cute and bouncy. Even though he didn't seem super powerful, he looked like an easy enough character for a beginner to grasp. Although there was something in the eyes and beak that seemed a little... Is everybody ready? I swallowed hard, the controller already slippery from my sweat. I never played Stump before. Though I watched others do so. I looked at the buttons on the controller, trying to guess at what button did what. On the top buttons probably jumped. Obviously, the analog stick moved the character. They selected a stage, something with cute little houses and smallish animals bopping around the background, and the countdown began. There were buttons on the black back that clicked when you hit them, but I didn't know what they did. 3. Oh, there was a weird blue button on the top right, but not on the left. 2. And another analog stick was that for the camera? How could we all control the camera at once? 1. Oh no. Go! Die, Shane, die! What the hell? Attack everyone, not just me. But you're my mortal enemy! Josh, what was that for? I wasn't even fighting you! You were wide open, and death waits for no one. You're next. The battle began, and in a display of slight mercy, the boys left me alone to wander the field and get a sense of my character. Oh, that does jump! I hit the jump button again, and again, and again, watching my character float higher and higher towards the sky. I can fly! My joy was cut short as a Noka ball emerged from nowhere and pegged my pink blob in the sky. I fell off the side of the screen, and despite trying to jump back up, it wouldn't let me. Why? Kirby can kind of hover for a while, but eventually he gets too full of air and has to land. Otherwise, he'd be OP. Oh. When in doubt, down B. That was a classic spam down B. In the commotion of the match, curses and death threats mixing with the clack of controllers, nobody was listening to what Nick was saying. The key to getting someone to hear you in this commotion, it seemed, was shouting their name at the beginning of your sentence. Gerard! Satch! I frowned as my pink little blob fell back onto the map. Following Nick's advice, I hit down B. A cloud appeared around my pink guy, and he became a rock. What? I don't understand. What would a rock do? I repeated the move multiple times, always turning into a rock of some sort on the ground, never hurting anyone near me. Suddenly an explosion rocked the ground, and Turby flew into the air just as I hit down B. No! To my surprise, he formed into a rock and fell directly onto John's head. His Nario was sent flying off the screen and died. My reaction. You're on my shit list. I'm very sorry. It didn't take long after that for me to die 5 pitiful, painful deaths, but as my little Turby tumbled off the screen for the 6th and final time, a small surge of pride hit me. I killed John, the JonTron, even if by accident. I handed my controller to mine and sat back completely satisfied. If it weren't for the fact that it was my turn, I'd jump back in, eager to find other strategies for murdering my friends and intentionally stirring up a hit list a mile long. So this was the joy of games. Oh boy. After playing a few rounds, the official tournament started. People played one-on-one matches against each other, slowly thinning out the competition over time. Mine were before me, and was, rather unfairly, paired against Jared. Every blow he doled out to her was, in her mind, some sort of actual physical contact, at least judging by the way she shivered when she was hit it was. Unsurprisingly, she died almost immediately. I was the last person to go against PBG. The others chuckled as we were past the controllers. Don't worry, Hannah. PBG's the easiest of all of us. You're bound to beat him. Oh, come on, guys. Don't worry, Hannah. I'll go easy on you. I nodded as PBG picked the most level playing field, a small platform floating out in space. The match started, and PBG graciously held his players still. Go ahead and test your moves. Oh, that's real nice of you, PBG. Yeah, real nice. I tested my moves, and while doing so, my hand brushed against the yellow stick. Turby did a menacing low kick, and my eyebrows raised. That looked powerful. Ready to go? I think so. PBG charged at me across the screen, and what the heck did wall come from? When he came close enough for me to hit, I pushed the yellow stick in his direction. He flew across the screen. My mouth fell open. Sorry. PBG grit his teeth. I see how it is. No more Mr. Nice Guy, then. I partially doubted that PBG had a non-nice bone in his body, but the match had begun. It was a long battle, a surprisingly long battle. We seemed to be evenly matched. Right up until the very end, when I smashed him off the screen with Turby's hammer. What? I set the controller down quietly, not particularly happy about having crushed PBG in my second ever match of Stomp. PBG nodded solemnly. I guess I lost then. Damn, Hannah, that was some natural-born talent right there. I don't really think so. Anyways, the next match is Shane versus Paul. PBG remained quiet for a while after that. It wasn't until the 3rd round that he joined in again, cheering with the rest of the guys. My match rolled around, but this time I was against Jared, and this time I lost in only a few minutes. I set the controller down again, happy to no longer have the responsibility over the life and death of inanimate pixels. Oh, there's my cat. Hello. As I did so, I saw Paul lean in to whisper something to Shane, whose eyes flew wide open, then his face shut down over my dead body. Their eyes slid to me, and I looked away. What are you doing, cat? Sorry, she's weird. Hold on a second. Not doing any more pauses. I'm going to get through this whole thing, and then it's going to be done. They were talking about me, weren't they? I scooted over to Mai, feeling more comfortable near her than near any of the guys. We cheered for Jared right up until the very end. He lost to a supernaturally agile Shane, seemingly being fueled by the rage of 1,000 demonic toddlers. Everyone, that was a great round. It looks like we're in even better shape than last year. Well, all of us except PBG. That wasn't called for. Totally deserved. Anyways, I'm tired, so get out of my room, please. He grinned broadly, not finding anything wrong with how he summarily dismissed us. Ma and I gathered our things and left the room with the others who, laughing and joking, dispersed in all different directions. Together we shuffled home. Okay, seems to be about everything. I will see you guys later. Come on. Oh, jeez. Come on. There we go. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Ugh. Hold on.